The next representation of the sound S is letter X. So letter X has two sounds in it. It has the K and the S. So for example, in the word mix, it is to be transcribed this way. You have E, K, and S. Then we have mix. So that means with this letter we have two sounds. We have K and S. So that means we have sound S. So whenever we have the X letter like this, we have mix, we have fix, sex, text, six, and flex. This sound, it's also realized in letter X alongside sound. The last one is SS. Whenever we find SS, especially in the monosyllabic word, occurring at end position, it is realized as S. So we have stress, we have mess, we have mass, as, class, and assess. Assess another words such as assessment and assessing. So these are letters or representations of this sound known as the voiceless alveolar fricative, otherwise known as the sibilant. This sound has no exception. That means wherever letter S is found or letter C is found, it is either it is realized as S or it is realized as other sound. That means it can never go silent. This is one of the fricative sounds, and this is known as the voiced alveolar fricative. That is, it is the counterpart of S. It is also known as the sibilant. So this is a voiced sibilant, and it is pronounced as Z, represented with the Z letter in English alphabet. So Z, and it has two representations. We have the letter Z and letter X. So letter Z, we have zoo, zip, we have zebra, we have zigzag, we have zoom. Then letter S, we have exam, we have exhausted, we have exhume, we have exalt, and exactly. So that means letter X here has two transcription. That means, for example, exam is to be transcribed with this E, R, Z. Then we have R, and then we have M. So we have exam. That means X here has R and Z. So both sounds are encapsulated in letter X. So we have exam. Then the next representation of this sound is letter S. Letter S, we have rise. So here we don't see rice. If you say rice, what we're spelling is R-I-C-E. So rise, the letter S here is Z. We have rise, we have reason, we have rose, we have arise, we have arising, we have arose, and words like that. So letter S, we have rise, reason, rose, arise, arising, arose. These are the three representations of the sound voiced alveolar fricative. Okay. The next sound, the next phoneme is this, and this is realized or known as the voiceless post-palatal fricative. The voiceless post-palatal fricative, and it has these words, these are letters at its representation. First, we have the SH, which is the major representation of this sound, known as the sh. So letters SH is pronounced as sh. So we have shoe, shine, show, shisha, sheet, cash, push, and brush. Find that the SH in these words are pronounced as sh, and they are to be realized as this sound. Find that the sound has something like S, but an elongated one that is longer than the normal S, and that is why it is pronounced as sh. And this one is what? A voiceless post-palatal fricative. Then it is also realized as letter CH in French words that are adopted in English language. That is, French words that are already adopted in English language is CH, are to be pronounced as sh, because that's how French pronounce it. So we don't say chef, we say chef. We say chiffon, we say chauffeur, sachet, and we say sashi. So this is chassis, not chassis. And then the next one is SS. We have SS in the word pressure. We don't say pressure. We say what? Pressure. We also have one other representation in letter X in the word luxury. We don't say luxury. We don't say luxury. We say what? Luxury. So that means in the word luxury, this X has and sh. So we have luxury. These are the representations of this sound sh. Okay. The next sound is the sound represented with the symbol, and it is characterized as a voiced post-palatal fricative. You can see it is just like Z written with an extension. So this is known as the post-palatal fricative that is voiced, and it is pronounced as zh, as zh. Now these are the two representations. We have, when you find the ION or words ending in ION with a single S, then that word is, this S is to be pronounced as gen. Then we say vision and not vision. It is vision. Then we have decision, decision. Then we have incision. So that means the S, when S occurs only with ION, then we pronounce it as J. Then it is also realized as letter G. Then we have regime, garage, and stage. Not regime, not garage, not stage. It is regime, garage, and stage. These are the representation of these sounds. Okay, this is the last of the fricative sounds in English language. This is the 9th one, and this sound is known as the voiced glottal fricative. It is pronounced as that means it comes from the glottis, so it is known as the voiced glottal fricative. It is realized in two ways like this, either with letter H or WH, which means that letter H, when it occurs at the initial position, most of the times it is realized. So we have how, high, hospital, home, heart, hair, and house. These are all realized. Then we have the WH. WH in these following words are to be pronounced as who and not we. So we said who and not who. We say whose, whole, and whom. So not who, whose, whole, or whom. That is not how it is pronounced. But Nigerians pronounce these words like this, and that is not a correct pronunciation. It is who, whose, whole, and whom. Now exceptions, when letter H starts some words, we don't pronounce them, because as we know, letter H is a consonant sound. Letter H is a consonant sound and a consonant letter. Sometimes we find that some word, when we want to use them in English language, we use the indefinite article an for them. And why? Because the indefinite article an is to be used before a vowel sound, whereas this seems to start with a consonant letter. That means these letters are not to be realized. So we don't say a r, we say an a, and that is because the H starting the word is not realized. It is silent. The same thing, we don't say honor, we say honor. Honorable, we say honorably. honorary, not honorary. So that means the H in these words are not realized. So these are exceptions to the sound, the voiced glottal fricative.